Hey guys, and welcome to Adventure Prone 4x4. On today's episode, someone has asked me to just give you guys a quick look. This is going to be a quick video to give you guys a quick look at how I've done my dual battery setup. Unfortunately, I've already got it set in and done up, so I can't actually show you guys how to do it, but I can run you through how I did it in mine. The D22s are pretty good in terms of how forgiving they are in the engine bay for second battery space. Depending on what model you've got, you may actually have a dual cranking system already, or if you've got the Taiwanese model like I do, it only comes with one battery from factory for cranking, so which leaves heaps of room there for an auxiliary battery. So I'm going to show you guys how I wired mine in, and how you can possibly wire yours in too. So basically, I've got everything hooked up to this little VSR, so my cables run directly from here into the VSR, then to a manual circuit breaker. Then it runs under here, it goes through here, up under this. Everything's protected with corrugated split tube wiring as well. Runs here, and then it runs somewhere. Yeah, hang on. So it connects there to those posts. That needs a really good clean. I haven't given it a lot of attention in a long time. But so that runs there. That obviously there being the ground. And that's pretty well how where I've run them up. So it's just underneath here. Now, I want to talk quickly about the VSR, your wiring, and the manual circuit breaker that I've got there as well. So I run a kick-ass module. I don't know if that's going to focus in. I run a kick-ass module. That is a VSR, or a voltage sensitive relay, but we abbreviate it to a VSR. The idea of this is that when your car is off, and your voltage drops below, I think 13.2, sorry. When your voltage drops below 13.2, your batteries disconnect. That way, if you're stopped, you're camping for the night, that battery is completely disconnected from that battery, which means that no matter how much you drain that, it's not going to drain your starting battery because they're not connected. Now, I've also put a manual circuit breaker there as well, just for good measure. But when you turn the car on and your voltage rises above 12.8, I think it's 12.8, what happens is these batteries reconnect. So when your car's actually on, it means that both batteries are charging because they're connected. Your alternator's dribbling to that one, and then that's overflowing and dribbling to that. So that's why it's important to have a VSR, and that's why it's important to have a good VSR as well. Like I said, I use kick-ass. I use a kick-ass VSR. I'd also like to chuff that auxiliary battery off. I like my Century batteries, but I'd love a kick-ass slimline to put behind the back seat of the car and make room for a custom airbox in the front. But anyway, that's dribbling off onto another topic. One thing that you need to make sure is that your wiring is rated higher than your VSR and your circuit breaker. The first thing you want to go is the circuit breaker. The reason being, you don't want your wire to, so if you've got a high rated circuit breaker, your wiring is going to go before that actually clicks and stops everything. So that means that your wire is going to burn, melt, the cables will melt, or the rubber coating around them will. That's how you start a fire in your engine bay. That's why it's important to do proper wiring. That's why it's important to have everything rated correctly. So that's pretty well subwoofer. I think it's subwoofer cabling that we had lying around. So that's perfect for the job that we had it to do. And like I said, we've got a 100 amp circuit breaker and a 140 amp VSR. So, and that's plenty of room, plenty of leeway. It's nice and safe. It's never let me down. It's been in the car it's been in both cars for 2 years each, so about 4 years. But that's how I've done everything. Like I said, I can't remember the battery model for this one, but it's probably up there. There you go. So this one here is an NS70TXMF. It was the smaller of the two that I could have got. Reason being, it is pretty pushed for space in here. But it's done a really good job. Like I said, I'd love to chuff it off with the kick-ass one soon, but we'll see if funds will allow. But that's pretty well everything here. Like I said, the battery runs to the VSR runs to the manual kill switch, which then runs all the way up to that. And that's it. Actually, the other thing that I will quickly touch on as well is if you didn't have a second battery from factory, the way that I've actually popped this battery in here is just I literally bought like a battery tray from, I think, Super Cheap Auto, and all we did was just level it out with a piece of steel or two that we put together, just to make sure that it was flat, and we literally just bolted it straight through, and that's pretty well, that's all that we've done, and it's in there. It's nice and secure. It doesn't shift around. It holds up really well, and it has since I've had it. So, but that's pretty well how I've done the dual battery system. And so guys, it's basically as easy as that. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You guys can follow that link to Kick-Ass. Like I said, you can pick up a wiring harness from anywhere from about $70, I think, anywhere upwards from there. So go down, have a look if you need a battery. They've got batteries, battery boxes, everything like that as well. Solar, anything like that, anything 12 volt, these guys have it. So don't be afraid to go down, check out the link and have a look for yourself. Otherwise, that's how I've done my dual battery system. I hope that was helpful. Like I said, sorry I couldn't do a full installation video, but it's already installed. So there's really no need for me to do that. But that's how I've done mine. That's possibly how you could do yours. Any questions, pop them in the comment section below. I will try my best to get to them. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Hit that bell button so you get a notification every time I post a video. And thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.